In the realm of relationships, Sigma males, those enigmatic, independent figures who operate outside conventional social hierarchies, face unique challenges in finding compatible partners. This introduction delves into the subtle indicators that suggest a Sigma male might be with the wrong partner. Sigma males, known for their self-reliance and deep introspection, often silently endure relationship mismatches where their distinct needs for autonomy and intellectual connection are not met. When a Sigma male's independence is stifled, or his need for thoughtful engagement is overlooked, it signals a potentially unsuitable pairing. These men thrive in environments where their partners appreciate their complex nature and respect their unconventional approach to life. The indicators discussed here are not just signs of personal discomfort, but are fundamental mismatches that can impede the growth and happiness of a Sigma male. Recognizing these signs is crucial for Sigma males to ensure they are with partners who genuinely understand and value their unique qualities, fostering relationships that are not only supportive but also deeply fulfilling. Number 22, you've noticed a disturbing trend where your accomplishments or positive experiences are often met with indifference, or worse, jealousy from her. Initially, you thought these reactions might be isolated incidents, but over time it's become clear that she struggles to celebrate your successes. This reaction stands in stark contrast to the support you've always extended to her achievements. Whether it's a promotion at work, a new hobby you're excited about, or positive news from your family, her responses have been underwhelming or even dismissive. This pattern is troubling because one of the joys of a healthy relationship is having a partner who shares in your happiness and achievements. If your partner regularly diminishes your successes or seems unable to genuinely share your joy, it can lead to feelings of loneliness and a sense of emotional disconnect in the relationship. Such dynamics can erode the foundation of support and partnership that relationships are built upon, making it essential to address these issues or reconsider if the relationship is truly reciprocal and supportive. Number 21, recently, you've been feeling a disconnect when it comes to sharing emotions or seeking emotional support from her. In the past, you both relied on each other for comfort and understanding during tough times. However, you've noticed that she seems increasingly distant or uninterested when you try to discuss your feelings or concerns. It feels as though your emotional needs are now often overlooked or minimized, which leaves you feeling isolated and unsupported in the relationship. This growing emotional gap can be deeply unsettling, as emotional intimacy is a cornerstone of any healthy partnership. If your attempts to bridge this gap are met with resistance or indifference, it could signify that the emotional foundations of your relationship are weakening, which is essential to address for the relationship to thrive. Number 20, you used to enjoy a vibrant social life together, attending parties, gatherings, and events with mutual enthusiasm. However, recently, there's been a noticeable shift in her willingness to engage socially with you. She frequently makes excuses to avoid social outings or seems uninterested in participating in activities that involve your mutual friends. This change not only affects your social life but also impacts how connected you feel to each other. Sharing social experiences is an important way to maintain a sense of partnership and fun in a relationship. If she consistently pulls away from these shared social settings, it can create a sense of separation and might suggest that her interest in maintaining a shared social life, or perhaps even the relationship itself, is waning. Number 19, you've always prided yourself on your ability to maintain open and honest communication in your relationships. However, with her, you've noticed an increasing reluctance to discuss issues or conflicts directly. Instead, there seems to be a growing prevalence of passive-aggressive behavior from her side, such as leaving sarcastic notes, giving silent treatments, or making snide remarks instead of addressing problems openly. This shift from direct communication to more indirect and sometimes hostile interactions can create confusion and mistrust. If this pattern continues without resolution, it can lead to a toxic cycle of resentment and misunderstanding, undermining the trust and respect essential for a healthy relationship. It's important to address this issue directly, encouraging open dialogue to resolve conflicts constructively, rather than letting them fester through indirect communication. Number 18, there has been a noticeable decline in physical intimacy and affection in your relationship. Initially, you both shared a strong connection, with frequent expressions of love through touch, hugs, and kisses. However, recently, such displays of affection have become rare, and attempts to rekindle this aspect of your relationship are often met with indifference or avoidance from her. This withdrawal not only affects your physical closeness, but also impacts the emotional bond you share. Physical intimacy is a vital component of a romantic relationship, serving as a form of emotional expression and connection. When this diminishes without clear reason, it can lead to feelings of rejection and loneliness, suggesting a deeper issue in the relationship that needs to be addressed. Number 17, you've started to notice an imbalance in how responsibilities are shared between you, particularly regarding household duties or mutual obligations. While you strive to contribute equally, it seems she has gradually started to assume less responsibility, leaving you to pick up the slack. This shift might have started subtly, with small tasks being overlooked, but has grown to a point where you feel like you're carrying the bulk of the load. This growing disparity can lead to resentment and a feeling of unfairness in the relationship. It's important for both partners to contribute fairly to shared responsibilities, as this fosters a sense of teamwork and equity. If this imbalance continues, it could erode the sense of partnership and fairness in the relationship. Number 16, your relationship was once a source of positive energy and mutual encouragement, but you've noticed that your interactions with her are increasingly negative and draining. The conversations that used to be uplifting and supportive are now often filled with criticisms, complaints, or pessimistic viewpoints from her side. This constant negativity not only saps your energy but also affects your mood and outlook on life. It can be challenging to maintain a healthy, optimistic perspective when regularly exposed to negativity, especially from someone close to you. If this pattern persists, it's crucial to consider its long-term effects on your own mental health and happiness, and whether the relationship is still contributing positively to your life. Number 15, over time, you've noticed that your discussions about financial decisions have become increasingly one-sided. Initially, you both approached financial matters with openness and mutual agreement. However, more recently, she has started making significant financial decisions without consulting you, from large purchases to financial commitments that impact both of your futures. This shift towards unilateral decision-making in areas that should be joint decisions is concerning. It suggests a lack of respect for your input and a potential disregard for the implications these choices might have on your joint financial stability. Healthy relationships are built on transparency and collaboration, especially regarding finances. If this pattern of exclusion continues, it could lead to serious disagreements and a breakdown in trust. Number 14, you've observed a significant change in her attitude towards your family and friends. In the beginning, she made an effort to build relationships and show interest in the people important to you. However, her demeanor has shifted to being more dismissive or even openly critical of them, often discouraging you from spending time with them or making disparaging remarks after gatherings. This change can be isolating and hurtful, as it not only strains your personal relationships but also puts you in a difficult position between her and your loved ones. A partner should respect and try to maintain harmony with your social and familial connections, not create barriers or foster conflict. Number 13, your sense of self-worth and confidence has taken a hit since being with her. You used to feel secure and valued in your previous relationships, but now you often find yourself doubting your worth and abilities. Her frequent criticisms, whether overt or subtle, and her tendency to downplay your achievements have contributed to this growing insecurity. This erosion of self-esteem is deeply concerning because a supportive partner should help strengthen your sense of self, not diminish it. If you're consistently feeling less confident and questioning your value, it's important to consider how the relationship is impacting your mental and emotional health, and whether it's a supportive and uplifting presence in your life. Number 12, you've always been proactive about personal growth and self-improvement, a trait that she initially admired and supported. However, recently, any attempt you make to develop new skills or pursue new interests is met with skepticism or ridicule from her. Instead of encouraging your efforts, she tends to belittle them, suggesting they're impractical or a waste of time. This discouragement can be particularly damaging as it not only stifles your personal growth but also impacts your motivation and self-esteem. A supportive partner should celebrate your ambitions and encourage your growth, not undermine your efforts. If your attempts to grow and improve are consistently met with negativity, it may be a sign that the relationship is not conducive to your personal development. Number 11, your shared values and beliefs, which once seemed aligned, now appear to be diverging. Early in the relationship, there was a strong sense of agreement and shared perspectives on significant matters, such as lifestyle choices, ethical standards, and future goals. However, over time, you've noticed that she increasingly expresses views that are in stark contrast to those you hold dear. This shift could be due to a variety of reasons, including deeper revelations about each other's true selves or changes in personal convictions. Such discrepancies can create a fundamental divide between partners, leading to frequent conflicts and a lack of mutual understanding. In a relationship, while some differences are normal, a wide gap in core values and beliefs can challenge the harmony and sustainability of the partnership. Number 10, there's been a noticeable increase in the frequency and intensity of arguments between you and her. What used to be minor disagreements now escalate quickly into significant conflicts. This increase in tension and the inability to resolve disputes effectively is concerning. Previously, you both managed to communicate and negotiate through disagreements constructively. However, now, these exchanges often result in prolonged resentment or unresolved issues. This shift suggests a breakdown in communication and problem-solving skills within the relationship. Frequent, unresolved arguments can create a toxic environment, eroding trust and mutual respect, essential for a healthy relationship. It's crucial to address these communication issues and work towards rebuilding a constructive dialogue to restore peace and understanding. Number 9, initially, you found it easier to suppress your own views rather than confront disagreements. It started subtly, with you choosing to remain quiet to avoid conflict or upsetting her. Over time, this has become a pattern, significantly altering the way you communicate. You recall a time when you could openly share your thoughts and feelings, but now you find yourself increasingly holding back to maintain peace. This change is concerning because, as someone who values honesty and direct communication, you're now frequently censoring yourself. This adjustment in your behavior is a significant indication that the relationship may not be right for you. A healthy partnership should foster an environment where both individuals can express themselves freely and respectfully, without fear of criticism or discord. If you're consistently worried about her reactions to the point of silencing your own voice, it's crucial to reassess the dynamics of your relationship. This ongoing self-suppression not only stifles your personal expression, but also prevents genuine connection and growth between you both. Number 8, you often find yourself apologizing in situations where it seems necessary to maintain harmony, even when you believe you haven't done anything wrong. This pattern of constantly saying sorry, regardless of the circumstance, suggests an imbalance in your relationship dynamics. It can be particularly draining, especially for someone independent and self-reliant like yourself. This continual need to shoulder the blame for everything, from minor misunderstandings to her bad moods, is not only unfair but also harmful to your self-esteem. Relationships should be about mutual respect and accountability, where both partners can admit their faults. However, if you're always the one making concessions, this can create a sense of inferiority and weakness, which is not conducive to a healthy, balanced relationship. Reflect on this dynamic critically. If you're consistently the peacemaker at the cost of your own peace, it's essential to consider if this relationship is genuinely serving your well-being. Number 7, as someone with a strong and independent mindset, you're now finding that your relationship requires you to continually justify your decisions and preferences, from minor daily choices to significant life plans. It's exhausting to feel that you must always explain yourself to make her understand or accept your actions. This need for constant justification can be particularly frustrating for a person who is confident in their values and decisions. If your partner continually questions or tries to change your beliefs, it indicates a lack of respect and acceptance. A healthy relationship should allow you to be yourself without feeling the need to defend every action or thought. This ongoing struggle not only saps your energy but also diminishes your sense of self as you're pushed to conform to someone else's expectations. It's crucial to have a partner who respects and supports your individuality, not someone who expects you to mold yourself to their ideals. Number 6, you've noticed a troubling shift in your life where your hobbies and interests, which once brought you joy and excitement, are now frequently sidelined. These activities are vital for your happiness and mental well-being, providing you with a sense of fulfillment and freedom. However, it seems that your partner does not value or respect your need for these personal pursuits. Initially, her disinterest may have appeared as subtle hints suggesting you spend too much time on your hobbies, but gradually these remarks have escalated, making you feel guilty for engaging in them. This change is a significant red flag in the relationship, as a supportive partner should encourage your passions, not diminish them. If you find yourself abandoning the activities you love to appease her, or because her presence saps the joy from these pursuits, it's a strong indicator that the relationship is not conducive to your personal growth or happiness. Number 5, your relationship with your friends has begun to deteriorate since you started dating her. Friends are an essential support system and are integral to your well-being. However, her subtle disapproval and negative reactions whenever you spend time with them have led to a gradual isolation from your social circle. This isolation can be particularly damaging, as friends play a crucial role in providing perspective and emotional support. If she frequently schedules activities that conflict with your plans with friends or subtly encourages you to prioritize her over them, it's a manipulation tactic aimed at weakening your support network. True friends are precious, and a loving partner should recognize and respect the value of these relationships, not compete with them. If you find yourself seeing your friends less and feeling guilty when you do spend time with them, it's important to recognize these signs of control and reconsider the health of your relationship. Number 4, there's a persistent, uneasy feeling that something in your relationship isn't quite right. This intuition is not something you can easily dismiss, as it continually nags at you, suggesting that all is not well. Even though you may not be able to pinpoint specific incidents or rationalize this feeling, it's essential to trust this inner sense. Often your gut will notice red flags before your rational mind is willing to acknowledge them. This could manifest as a general discomfort or a sense of being on edge around her, feelings that are contrary to the peace and harmony that should characterize a healthy relationship. If spending time with her leaves you more drained than energized, or if you find yourself hesitating to reach out to her, these are significant indicators that your instincts are sensing a deeper problem. Paying attention to these feelings and exploring them further can provide critical insights into whether this relationship is truly right for you. Number 3, you find yourself increasingly criticized by your partner, no matter how diligently you try to do things correctly. This constant critique can range from petty grievances to more significant disagreements, and it gradually undermines your confidence and self-esteem. Initially, you might dismiss her criticisms as trivial or as her way of helping you improve. However, when these comments become a continuous stream that makes you feel inadequate, it's a clear sign of a toxic dynamic. A supportive partner should lift you up, celebrating your successes and offering constructive feedback when necessary, not continuously finding fault. If you feel like you can never meet her expectations or continually doubt your abilities because of her remarks, it's crucial to recognize this as a red flag. Reflect on how this relationship affects your self-view and consider if it's building you up or tearing you down. Number 2, since starting your relationship, you've experienced an increase in emotional outbursts, which is out of character for you. Previously known for your calm and composed demeanor, you now find yourself reacting more intensely and frequently to situations that wouldn't have bothered you before. This change can be attributed to the dynamics of your relationship, where her behavior and reactions may trigger a similar response in you, leading to escalated conflicts. This pattern is not only exhausting but also concerning, as it suggests that the relationship is bringing out a side of you that you don't like. Continuous tension and frequent arguments can take a toll on your emotional well-being, causing you to act in ways that are inconsistent with your true nature. If you recognize that these changes are directly linked to your interactions with her, it's essential to take a step back and evaluate whether this relationship is beneficial or detrimental to your overall emotional health. Number 1, reflecting on your life before and after entering your current relationship reveals a stark contrast in your overall well-being and happiness. Before, you were happier, more confident, and self-assured, but now you find yourself feeling insecure, less happy, and frequently questioning your worth. This decline in self-esteem can be insidious, often going unnoticed until others begin to point out changes in your demeanor or personality. If people close to you, such as friends and family, comment that you seem different or have lost your spark, it's worth taking these observations seriously. While their insights might initially seem like negativity or jealousy, consistent feedback from various sources can indicate a significant issue. Being in a relationship should enhance your life, making you feel uplifted and supported, not diminished. If you notice a persistent negative shift in how you feel about yourself, it's crucial to consider whether this relationship is genuinely right for you. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the Join button under this video.